Hey, how's it going, sir?
All right. It's my first time doing the StorySlam, so we're going to get it.
Hey, all right.
Good energy. Good. All right, and it's like, tell me. Okay. I started off in Philly, right? So I'm a foster kid. And so when you come in Philly and you're a foster child, there's a lot of things that you have to fake. So at the time, when I'm a kid, I'm already being bullied in a small part of North Philly called Nicetown. My clothes is not looking right. I'm looking poor. I'm looking dusty. Things is not going well, right? So, thank God a lady from West Oak Lane ends up adopting me. The problem is, though, I don't know how to exist in what we call the suburbs. So I'm coming from North Philly. If you know anything about Nicetown, this ain't, looking poor back then, you really look poor. Now you can kind of like disguise it, but back in the 90s, when you was poor, you looked like it. So imagine coming from Nicetown, going to something in South Jersey called Sicklerville. You know anything about South Jersey, Camden County, you gotta look it up, but it's a little bit different. And back in the 90s, there wasn't no black people. There was white people, no disrespect to y'all in the building. But I get to the school, right? First thing I have to fake. If somebody said it earlier too about how you have to deal with being middle school. Middle school was the worst for me. So of course I catch this yellow bus, I get off to the school. The first thing they ask me is, how come your mom looks so old? So I'm like, no, but that's my mom. But I know that that's not really my mom. Second thing is now they're asking about my brother. Your brother's kind of tall, but you're kind of short, and he's light-skinned, and you're dark-skinned, but I'm still having to fake it. And these kids are so amazing with finding out who I am. So now they're asking, well, how come you have two last names? When you're a foster kid, you have two last names. And they're like, yo, but it doesn't really make any sense. How come you have a hyphen? And anybody knows about foster care, you have the hyphenated people. Get into that a whole nother day. So I'm still trying to lie to them that I am this lady's son. So I go to something in Philadelphia called 7-Day Adventist, right? So when I'm in Jersey, I'm outside, and I'm playing around and no one knows me. And I'm excited that I'm in something called South Jersey because now I believe that I'm rich, but I really come from poverty, right? So nobody knows my name. You're like, you know what? I'm going to fake and pretend that I'm a suburban. Besides, I'm 8 and now I'm about 11. So I'm keep going outside. Going outside. I end up meeting like 3 friends, a couple white friends, a couple black friends. And then I go to the park one day. And I see this girl, her name is Desiree. Guess what Desiree knows me from? 7-Day Adventist Church. Oh my God. How in the world am I in the middle of Sicklerville, New Jersey, and the girl that went to the church that I went to in Philly when I was poor knows my name? She goes around and she tells everybody, I know that guy. And I'm like, I don't know her from anywhere. I'm from South Jersey. My name is Brian Pinkney. I'm not Brian Harper. Harper is the poor name. Pinkney is the rich name. I am a Pinkney, not a Harper. I don't know this girl. She tells everybody in the neighborhood. So now they're coming to me. They're like, yo, Brian, we heard you was a foster child. I'm like, no. I'm a suburban. What are you talking about? But they're starting to watch my clothes, and they can tell, and I'm glad that somebody said it earlier, they can tell that my clothes are used. The clothes are not new. So they're like, yo, how come you starting to, we noticed that you don't talk like us. You talk with like an accent. You look a little bit different. And so now I'm panicking because I'm like, foster mom, they're starting to figure out who I am. I need your help. So she says, you need to be yourself. And I'm like, Mom, I can't do that. I don't want to tell people where I'm truly from because where I'm from is not happy. Where I'm from is not a light. And I don't think these suburban kids are going to like me because at this time in South Jersey, they hate Philly. I mean, suburbians at that time, being from the city, Philly or Camden, no. Don't tell anybody that. So I watched a show called Family Matters. And Urkel and Stefan is on there. You remember the story. I watched that show, and I never forget. That show changed the way I looked at myself. When Stefan and Urkel had to really come to an agreement about saying who he was and who he needed to be. And so from then, I told my mom I'm going to go outside and tell the people the truth, that I'm a foster kid and I don't care about how you feel about that. And I had to let them know that I'm no longer going to fake it. I am what I am. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.